everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Agrarian Skies. Yeah, guys, welcome back. So remember a while ago I said there was a spawnable space in here. I saw that. There's a yellow X down there, and I didn't know if mobs could spawn. Yeah, well, as it turns out, they can. And now it's daytime, so the zombie's gonna burn. But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. I heard a zombie. I was just kind of like hanging out over here. I heard a zombie's like, what the heck? Yeah, turns out one spawned right in there. Let's go kill this guy. Okay, you're dead. Yeah, I don't want to actually get in the smeltery because I'll put blood in there, whatever. I'll take damage, things like that. Rotten flesh. Yep. Nope. So that's one cool thing about the smeltery. Actually, items that you throw into it actually go inside of the hopper thing or whatever. This. So yeah, it appears right in here. So you can just toss items into the smeltery. That's pretty cool. I never really knew about that before. Well, I mean, I knew about it for a little while. I didn't know about like when I first started playing with Tinker's Construct. So yeah, it's pretty cool to know. So yeah, guys, I started doing the pyrotheum off camera. Like I said we were going to do. I smelted up. I think I had to do 500 pieces of pyrotheum turned into 50 buckets worth. So yeah, that quest is now complete. So let's take a look at that guy. So come back in here, go with the flow. Let's open that up. Okay, so the pyrotheum quest is completed. So yep, I believe this is repeatable. Yeah, all of these are repeatable. So this can give us cryotheum dust, reactor casing, reactor glass, or a reward bag. Honestly, all of this stuff is fairly easy to create, so we're just going to do the reward bag, especially the cryotheum dust. We can spawn our own blizz and stuff, so no reason for that. So we'll go ahead and get this guy. That's an epic reward bag, so that's pretty cool. I also saw that our fungus quest, it has completed once again. So let's go ahead and grab that. And I believe it said that there was one more quest for completion. It must be this, yeah, the zombie one once again. Okay, so I didn't kill the zombies, but I mean, I killed the one, but I didn't kill 3 of them, so I don't know. I think people are saying just as long as zombies die on the map, like from the grinders over there, that still counts. It must be the case. Okay, so all of that stuff, yeah, we have hearts, we have reward bags, and a whole bunch of stuff to put away. So let's start putting this stuff away. Let's open up some reward bags. I'd like to see some good stuff today. Half a heart. Okay, so here's a greater reward bag, and enchantment table, and magical wood. Okay, I think you can do some stuff with the magical wood to replace bookshelves. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think those two do go together. We really don't have a use for a second enchantment table, but that's still pretty cool. I guess I'll put the magical wood away. Okay, so the reward bag, blood rune. Okay, that's all right. It's not very nice, but it's decent. And this one is plum saplings. It's useful, but we don't need it. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So what do we want to do today? Let's take a look at our questing book. If we look at this, we got some stuff. So go with the flow. We have 78% completed. So yeah, there's a bunch of these quests done. Some still waiting to be done. Are the ones that are flashing available? Are they completed? This says it's repeatable. Oh, we never did the cryotheum one. Okay. So this one's flashing. I guess we can do it again. I was trying to look if there was a difference between one that was completed and flashing and one that was uncompleted and flashing. But it seems like all the ones that are flashing are ones that we've done, I assume. If we right-click, repeatable quest, complete. Yeah, okay. So this is repeatable. This is one we should start working towards. I don't think we've done this particular one yet. So that will give us a blizz when we complete that. But the one that I really want to start working on today is not that one, but this one, the honey one. So yeah, we've had our bees going automatically for a while over here. So I just set up a little something to start squeezing, or I'm sorry, start centrifuging these dripping combs. We got a whole bunch of those in our system. Let's see, we got 3,700 of those guys in the system. So I have a export bus on the bottom that's pumping dripping combs in. I have an import bus on the side that's pulling out the honey drops and honey dew. Yeah, these two guys right here, honey dew and honey drop. On top, I put a squeezer, but we haven't set this thing up yet. So we have a squeezer, got power going to the back. I want to put in honey drops through the top. So let's do that now. honey drop. Stick that. Oh, actually, I want to put that on the export bus. Good thing I grabbed 2 of those. And I'm fairly certain that the honeydew, when you squeeze it, turns into liquid honey as well. Let's grab the honeydew and let's stick that on the export bus just the same. Okay, so now both of those should be exporting into here. And we're squeezing already. Oh, we have to extract propolis. I forgot about that. So import bus. If that thing fills up with propolis and it's not extracted, it will stop the system. It just won't squeeze anymore. So yeah, that is something that you have to do. So we'll put that import bus there. Okay, so that'll take care of the propolis. So these forestry squeezers, they don't push liquids out. We have to manually extract it. So we need a liquid fluid duct. That's right. They're not called liquid ducts anymore. They're called fluid ducts. It's like, why is it not showing up? And pneumatic servo. Yep, one of those. Just one. So we should be able to stick that right like this. Give it a whack with a wrench. There we go. Stick this guy on there. And, of course, ignore the redstone signal when we're ready. But we're not quite ready yet because we need to come in here and select. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? We have to make a can of this stuff first. And we should have some cans. So let's do a can. Yeah, we had to do that for the seed oil before. So let us grab a can right here. So there's a can of honey. So that should complete the first part of this quest. There we go. Now, how many do we need? 100 buckets. Okay. That's actually going to be quite a lot of stuff. I can't remember how much each honey gives you. Is it like a quarter of a bucket? Or is it a tenth of a bucket? I don't remember. But yeah, this is going to go ahead and squeeze all of our honey drops and honeydew. And yeah, it should be good to go. It should happen automatically. So let's go ahead and select this task and stick it on here. That's called sticky situation. Yeah. Okay, very good. And then we can go ahead and now right click on this and ignore. And yep, that's going to start completing our quest. Look at that. We're 4% complete already. And that didn't take any time at all. I don't know if there's a way I can get this honey back out of the can. I know I can stick it in like a squeezer or something. Can I put it right in here? Will that work? Let's squeeze it. Oh, it did work. Awesome. Yeah, I thought you had to use, or I'm sorry, not a squeezer. I thought you had to use like a fluid transposer or I don't know, whatever. But that's pretty cool that you can just squeeze those again. Awesome. So 6% complete. That's going to have to go in the background while we do some other things. So what else do we want to do? I don't know. Let's take a look at the quest book. So we're doing the honey path right now. This has already been done. These are done. I guess a jelly cryotheum would be like one of the last things we have to do. There's also ethanol. We have to make the forestry biofuel from a fermenter. Running it through a still can be used as fluid and compression dynamo. Okay, so we need to make biomass and then we have to make a still. I remember. It's been a long time since I've done this forestry stuff. Maybe we will do that second. Maybe we will do the jelly cryotheum first. Do we have any jelly cryotheum in the system? We do have a bucket already, so we can complete that first task. Or did we already do the first task? Yeah, this one's complete, so we have to do this one. And we need 160 buckets of that. Okay, so we need to make jelly cryotheum. And okay, so we have 6 cryotheum dust. How do we make this again? I can't remember. So it's niter, snowball, redstone, and blizz powder. Okay, so how are we doing on niter? We got plenty of that. Snowball, we have 10,000. I can see it right there. So we need blizz powder. So we got 50 blizz powder plus some blizz rods. So I guess I'm going to have to farm some more blizz. I don't really know exactly how many we need, but I'm pretty sure we need more than what we got. So let's go ahead and stick this guy in here. I'm just going to farm some with my looting sword, and I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Actually, that was already turned on, wasn't it? Blizz, 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 blizz. Oh man, guys. So doing that gelid cryotheum actually took quite a long time to complete. But we got it done. So yeah, colder than a ... So yeah, this is completely done. That's going to give us a spawn blizz, which we don't need since we already have one in a safari net, and some limestone, which we do not want. We have plenty of this already, and there's really no use for it that I've seen. It's a mariculture thing, and we just haven't been doing that. So let's claim a reward with that reward bag. How's our inventory doing? Yeah, I just got back from the nether. This was taking a while for the cryotheum to process, so I went to the nether, and I decided to collect a whole bunch of nether quartz. Yeah, I've used a bit of the RF on the silky pick. Killed a zombie pigman and some stuff like that. Got an ender lily seed. I think that was from one of the... Oh, what are they called? The hellfish? Yeah. Okay. A little bit of netherrack too. Great. So it looked like our other quest completed here, the honey one. Yeah, it looks like we're 20% complete on the second round through. So we can get a purple princess now. I think, hold on a second. I think we're going to want that. Let's see. So was it for the hoarding? Open this up. Yeah, purple madness. Now, we needed a bunch of purple stuff. So if we get the purple princess, I don't know if that's going to work for this purple dye, but it should work for some of this other stuff that we need things for that are purple. And I think I just said purple a whole bunch of times. But yeah, I mean, that's what this quest is about. A whole bunch of that kind of stuff. So I think I am actually going to take the purple princess. Let's do that. I'm going to set that up for automation. I'm probably going to copy it and make a whole bunch of those bees depending. So let's see. You know what? First of all, before I do that, let's just take a look at these real quick. What is it that these bees make? Okay. Yeah, that's the wrong thing. This one. So it makes a purple colored comb. And what does that turn into? So we centrifuge that into purple colored honey drop. I'm fairly certain we need this stuff. So what can we use that for? Purple colored honey drop. Looks like that's just regular purple dye. It'll work with everything. So yeah, I think I am gonna do that. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and claim that reward. Where we at? Go with the flow. Open this back up. We were here. We could do that. We could get the Scooper Eater MX 200 Turbo. I think I've already made one of those actually. Yeah, so we're going to take the B, reward bag, and the heart. Let's claim that. Awesome. And it looks like, actually, I don't have to copy it because this is going to complete again eventually. And I can just grab another one of those Bs. So we might do that. I don't really know for sure. But let's go ahead and grab our purple princess. Wait, is that a princess or a queen? Oh, that's just the princess. Okay, well, unfortunately, that actually did not come with the... like as a queen where you can breed it and then you can start mating these bees automatically. Actually, that might not have been the best idea. We need to get a drone of the same type so we can actually make these bees do things. And I don't know how this works with the gendestry stuff. Yeah, we want the same type so they don't make a whole bunch of weird different types of bees. Okay. Well, that's weird. That's actually a lot different than I was expecting it to be. So maybe I should try it. You know what? Let's do it. I'm going to put the purple princess in there. I'm going to take out all these extra drones. Hopefully we get some more purple drones that come back through. We only really care about the species, to be honest. Everything else doesn't matter. Yeah, okay. So that's cool. So we got some reward bags to take a look at. So this is a greater one. What do we get from this one? A stack of redstone. That's not bad. And what about this one? This is also greater. And this just gave us a whole bunch of cultivated bees. I'm not sure why those aren't stacked up. Maybe they just don't show stacked in this. But yeah, like that said, okay, but not great reward. We can just go ahead, I think, and throw those in this thing. And that would go where we need them to be. Forest Queen, Forest Drones. Yeah, let's go and put those away. What do we got here? Is this thing completed yet? No, we still got another cultivated princess. Let's put that away. Tell you guys what, I'm going to take a look at this real quick. Hopefully we can get a purple drone to put back over here and we'll have purple bees going. But yeah, let me give that a minute here. Take a look at what's going to happen, and we'll be right back. All right, guys. So I was able to breed the purple princess into both the princess and the drone. So we got a couple of these. I guess I got 3 of these going now with the purple queens, purple drones, making the purple combs. So purple, if I can spell that correctly, we got 137 of those. We're getting extra princesses, things like that. So that's definitely going to help us out for the future when we start working on that purple madness quest. So over here, I set up another array of our vanilla furnaces. I've done this a few times when I need to mass produce something. We've got a bunch of coal and we're not really using the coal for much. But yeah, I am smelting up a whole bunch of these advanced processors. Now, I want to start making the 16M storage drive, and I thought there was a zombie right there. Yeah, look at that skeleton. Yeah, I want to start making the 16M storage drive, and if I remember correctly, I think I saw there was like 3,000 advanced processors to do that. Yeah, that's quite a lot. We got quite a few of these already done now. I'm not exactly sure. I think there's around 2,000 that I made. But the thing is, we have got a few 64K drives for rewards. So I have taken those and turned them into the storage blocks. We have, what is that? Storage clusters. So we have 2 of those. I'm not sure how we're going to end up doing as far as these processors go, but I think we should be pretty close. Let's see. This is still doing nether quartz. So processors, we have, wait, only 300. No, these are the ones we've done. So 1,500 we have smelted. We have 370 of the advanced processors done. These are currently being crafted as we get more silicon. Yeah, we are still running low on that. So I want to spin this thing up and just tell it to make a 16M drive. I want to see how far we can get with this thing. I expect it's going to be doing quite a lot of crafting here. So yeah, I haven't tried making one of these before ever in any modded Minecraft, so I never really knew how expensive these things are. But yeah, I went over those ingredients before and it was quite a lot of stuff. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the storage cluster, I believe these are the 64K version. So each one of these kilo is like 3 of those, and then the mega is like 9 of these, and the giga is like 27, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I think we're gonna make some pretty good progress on this. Let's see, if we look at the processors, how are we doing on these? Ooh, yeah, it is burning through those gold ones like crazy. So yeah, we're gonna end up stopping short, I'm pretty sure. We still have 432 more to smelt, but yeah, I don't think it's likely we will be able to finish this craft. But yeah, it's good to get a good starting point on this anyway. All right, guys. So I think that is going to do it for today. Oh, we got another one of these done. We can get another purple princess, but I don't think we need to. You know, let's do a reward bag. Let's do that before we end the episode. Is there any other quests that we can do before we end? No more that are completed. Okay, so we got some reward bags to do. We got an epic and a greater. Let's do the greater first. And dirt. That's not so great. And what's about our epic reward bag? Hopefully this is going to be awesome. Well, that's a whole bunch of different types of the forestry woods. Not so awesome. Don't really need that stuff. And in fact, I don't think any of those are going to help us with pretty much anything, to be honest. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it. And we'll see you next time.